تقتلوا أنفسكم إن الله كان بكم رحيما.
Previously the ulama used to give a fatwa, it is makruh based on the knowledge that they had. But today science is advanced and the scholars have changed their opinion. Based on the Quranic verse of Surah Baqarah chapter number 2, verse number 195, which says that do not make your own hands the cause of your own destruction. Do not make your own hands the cause of your own destruction. According to latest research, it tells us today that according to the World Health Organization, there are more than 1 million people every year who only die because of cigarette smoking. Out of the 90% of the people that die due to lung disease, due to lung cancer, is due to cigarette smoking. Out of the 70% of the people that die because of bronchitis, die because they smoke cigarette. Out of the 25% who die because of cardiovascular disease is because they smoke cigarettes. It is nothing but slow poisoning. Cigarette contains nicotine and tar. Leave aside how it looks. Leave aside how it looks. According to the latest fatwas given by more than 400 ulamas, they say cigarette smoking is haram because the Quran says, do not make your own hands the cause of your own destruction.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu
إن الصلاة كانت على المؤمنين كتابا موقوتا.
There are various benefits of offering salah. Salah is the way of life. It caters to the spiritual aspect of your soul and the physical needs of your body. The salah, it increases your faith. It strengthens your faith. The Holy Quran says in Surah Anfal, chapter number 8, verse number 2, that the true believers are those who, when Allah is mentioned, feel a tremor in the heart. And when his signs are rehearsed, it strengthens their faith and they put their complete trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The Holy Quran says in Surah Fatiha, chapter 1, verses 5 to 7, Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'in. Thee alone we worship, thee alone we ask for help. Ihdina as-sirata al-mustaqim, sirata allazina an'amta alayhim, ghayra al-maghdubi alayhim waladdallin. Show us the straight path, the path of those who have earned high favor, and of those whose path is not wrong, nor who go astray. It increases the discipline of your life. A true Muslim, he starts his day by offering the Fajr Salah. And in the Fajr Salah, the Muazzin, in the Adhan, he also adds, As-salatu khairun minan nawm. That Salah is better than sleep. Offering prayer is better than sleeping. And a true Muslim, at intervals, he offers Salah. And he ends his day with the Isha Salah before he goes to sleep. The Salah, it also improves the social conditions. The congregational Salah, it increases the brotherhood, the fraternity, the unity, and is an example of equality.
إنما الخمر والميسر والأنصاب والأزلام رجس من عمل الشيطان فاجتنبوه لعلكم تفلحون.
Number 3 in the book of intoxicants, chapter number 30, hadith number 3392, that anything which intoxicates you in large quantity is even prohibited in small quantity. No excuse for nipor at all. Our beloved Prophet said. It's mentioned in Ibn Majah, volume number 3, in the book of intoxicants, chapter number 30, hadith number 3371, that intoxicants are the mother of all evils. It is the mother of all evils. Because of intoxicants, there is so much of evil in society. Molestation, rape, disease, etc. several. And the Prophet said that 10 categories of people are cursed, those who are involved with alcohol. It's mentioned in Ibn Majah, volume number 3, in the book of intoxicants, chapter number 30, hadith number 3380. And the Prophet said, anyone who's involved in 10 categories with alcohol, Allah's curse is on such people. Those that distill alcohol, those who distill it for others, those who drink it, those who transport it, those who transport it for somebody else, those who serve it, those who sell it, those who utilize the profits of the sales, those who buy it and those who buy it for someone else. All these 10 types of people, Allah's curse is on these people. And there are several diseases which a person can have by having intoxicants. You can give a talk only on the ill effects of alcohol, which the Western world knows about it. Not that they don't know. Therefore, they have several resolutions passed, which I shall discuss one later on. And you can give a talk, only listing the names of diseases will take you a full day. I'll just mention a few. One of the most dangerous diseases, which is associated with the person taking alcohol, is cirrhosis of liver. Having intoxicants, a person can also have carcinoma of the esophagus, carcinoma of the head and neck, carcinoma of the stomach, carcinoma of the liver. A person can have esophagitis, gastritis, pancreatitis, hepatitis. He can have cardiomyopathy. He can have angina. He can have hypertension. He can have atherosclerosis. All these are associated with having alcohol. A person can have peripheral neuropathy, cortical atrophy, cerebral atrophy if he has alcohol. A person can be associated with strokes, with fits, with paralysis, with apoplexy. A person can have Wernicke-Korsakoff syndrome, which is a syndrome associated with loss of immediate memory and confabulation and retention of past memory due to thiamine deficiency, which is associated with intake of alcohol. A person can also have disease like pellagra, beriberi. He can have delirium tremens. It takes place. The statistics of the Western world tells us, especially of the States, that majority of the rapes that take place, majority means more than 95% of the rapes that take place, it is in the state of intoxicants. Either the rapist is intoxicated or the victim who was raped is intoxicated. More than 95%. And almost all of the cases of incest. You know incest? Incest means sex with close relatives. Father and daughter, mother and son, brother and sister. Incest. It's in the case when the people are intoxicated. Majority of rape, more than 95%, almost all of the incest is in the state of intoxicants. And imagine, even the AIDS, one of the reasons for AIDS to spread is alcoholism, which is a very dangerous disease. One of the reasons is alcoholism. There are people who say, oh, you know,
نزل أحسن الحديث كتابا متشابها مثانية تقشعر منه جلود الذين يخشون ربهم ثم تلين جلودهم وقلوبهم إلى ذكر الله ذلك هدى الله يهدي به من
the words of Allah the Almighty revealed to His messenger and seal of the prophets, Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. It's the constitution that governs all aspects of the Muslims' lives, relationships with the others, and above all, their relationship with their Creator, Allah the Almighty. It is not a book of mathematics, though it is a piece of art to those who work with mathematics, to the mathematicians. It's not a book of science, though geologists, physicians, and so on find what they want in it, in the sense that a book that was revealed 1500 years ago or so consists of miracles that was only unveiled and discovered few years ago. And this book was revealed to an illiterate man who never went to schools, who does not know how to write or read, and who was known among his people of being an innocent, honest, trustworthy person. Yet the knowledge he brought to them was second to none.
So we say, if the price for safety of the society is to cut off the hand of the thief, then we will take his hand. It is a miracle of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But if that miracle is not serving its proper purpose and it's serving to harm the society, better cut it off. As Jesus was supposed to have said, if your eye hurts you, you're looking at things you shouldn't be looking at, pluck it out. Remove it.
About it when we talk about rationale. Let's suppose you and I are going down the street in a car, and we stop at a red light. Somebody comes up to the car. It happens everywhere you go. People come up and they say, they put their hand out. He wants you to give him money, right? Or they wipe your windshield or, do something like this, and then they want money. And then somebody will say, don't give them any money. They're professional beggars. Have you heard of that? Yeah, don't give them any money. But I say, no, but we should give money regardless of whether they're beggars, if it's a profession, or beggars because they're hungry. They're still beggars, and we should never repulse the orphan nor turn away the beggar. This is a teaching from the Quran. They said, yeah, but you don't know what they're going to do with the money. Then I found this, and I want to read it to you. You've got to hear this. This is amazing. It's on the authority of Abu Hurairah, radiallahu anhu. He said that the Prophet, sallallahu alayhi wasallam, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, taught us this great teaching. He says that a man said that he wanted to give something in charity. So he went out with the charity and he gave it to somebody, but he didn't know he gave it to a thief, one who steals, a harami. The next morning, the people said that this man had given his charity to a harami, a thief. And he said, Ya Allah, Alhamdulillah, Shukr Allah, the praises to you, thanks to you, but I will go out and I will give charity again. So he did. And this time he gave it to a woman, and she was a prostitute. She was a very bad lady. And the next morning the people were saying, oh, this man, he gave his charity to a lady last night. She's, a bad lady. And he said, oh Allah, the praises and thanks to you, I gave my charity to a lady who was bad. So he said, okay, I'm going to try again. So he went out again on this day, and he gave charity, a gift to somebody, unknowingly, He gave it to somebody who was very rich. And then the next day the people were saying, oh, this man gave his charity to a wealthy man. But then somebody came to him and said, the charity you gave to the thief will make him stop stealing. And the charity you gave to the prostitute made her stop doing this illegal thing, adultery. And the charity you gave to a rich man could make him take a lesson from it. And now he begins to spend his wealth, which Allah gave him.
Do it. I don't give a damn what you think. I'm doing this for me. So fuck the world, feed it beans. It's gassed up. Everything's stopping me. I'ma be what I set out to be. Without a doubt, undoubtedly. And all those who look down on me, I'm tearing down your balcony. No ifs, ands, or buts, don't try.
In Surah Luqman, chapter number 31, verse number 6, it says that among them there are those people who purchase idle tales without knowledge and without meaning, and they mislead the people away from the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and they ridicule the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. These are the people who will receive a humiliating punishment. So based on this, if you say tafsir, many of the tafasir says that this idle tales without knowledge, without meaning, refers to un-Islamic songs and the musical instruments, if you read the tafasir. As far as the Prophet prohibiting music, there are various hadiths. So if you read the hadith of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, then there will be no doubt whether it's permitted or prohibited. Our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, it's mentioned in Sahih Bukhari, volume number 7, hadith number 5590. The beloved Prophet said that from among my followers, there will be some people who will make illicit sex, that is adultery and fornication, as well as wearing of silk, drinking intoxicants, and using musical instruments as legal. There will be among my people who will make some things which are illegal, that is adultery, fornication, wearing of silk, having intoxicants, and the playing of musical instruments as legal. Now this hadith, when it says that they will make certain things legal, and we know that intoxicants is haram, we know very well that adultery, fornication is haram, because it is mentioned along with these things which are forbidden, musical instruments are mentioned along with them, it indicates that the Prophet has prohibited